Doesn't it look like I have fresh braids in my hair? Well, I don't. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of braids. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Niara Alexis, and I know we're starting off the video looking a little crazy, but let's just get into it. So y'all, we're about to do a braids retouch. I've already started taking out a little bit of it. I was on live on TikTok, so we was over there chit-chatting. If you're not following me on TikTok or Instagram, you should do that. I had my braids in as of today for about a month. Today is what's today's date? May 24th. I've had my braids in since April 25th. I usually do it like right in between. So I usually wear my braids for 6 weeks and then I take my braids or some of my braids out at 3 weeks, redo them just so it stays fresh looking for longer. But I'm gonna have my braids in for a little bit longer this time, probably like 6 to 8 weeks. I'm gonna let you guys sit and watch how I take my braids down. We're gonna wash this portion of our hair and then we're gonna re-braid it. So yeah, this is like a braids wash day, braids tutorial all in one. Okay, so I'm done taking everything down now. That took me maybe like, let's see, an hour and a half to take this full section down. So just make this time to do it. I'm debating on if I want to do any around my perimeter. I'll probably like do those tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I just don't feel like taking them out right now. And if you've been following along on our hair journey, Silk Press journey, if you just popped in here, we are basically all natural now, but we're not going and staying natural. We are transitioning to Tex-Lax. So that's why I have so much texture in my hair. I did want to show you guys because I collected all of my fallout. So this is what all came out of, what is this? Out of the brush, or not the brush, the comb when I was combing it. If you can see there, little baby. And then this is what my brush is looking like. And I cleaned this brush out before I started. So if we take this all out, this is everything, all the fallout. And remember, I've had these braids in for 4 weeks. This is what all I brushed out of my hair. Some people might be alarmed by that. I am not. But also, I investigate my fallout. I be in here with a magnifying glass to see, like, is this breakage or what? And I can say all of these pieces of hair have a little white bulb at the end. If you don't know the difference between fallout and breakage, that's what it is. If you see a little white bulb at the end, that is hair that fell out from the roots. And everyone has natural fallout. It happens every day. But when your hair is in braid, there's nowhere for it to go. So it just stays in the braid. So once you take them out, you brush, detangle your hair out and everything, and it comes out that way. This is all that I'm seeing in here. So I'm not concerned about this at all. But if you have a lot of tiny, short little hairs, that is breakage. And a lot of the times that is happening to people when they take their braids out because they are not moisturizing their hair enough, or they're using some sort of product on their hair that is drying it out. Either way, breakage happens when your hair is not elastic enough to stretch and it snaps. So first I'm gonna go in with the Mizani Wonder Crown. I'm gonna use this first. You guys have been seeing me use this on different wash days that I've been doing with my braids, and I'm just gonna use that to get up any buildup. The Sacred, which I'm basically out of this, let me get it down to the bottom. This is the Sacred Clarifying Shampoo, so I'm holding it upside down so my product can run all the way to the bottom because we're not wasting none of this. And luckily they just sent me a huge package with everything, so I am re-upped on this product. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to be using the Sacred Hydrating Shampoo, so let's get to it.
So I'm just realizing I haven't been talking to you. This is the braiding hair that I'm using. This is the Expression Sensational African Collection 1B. And you should see a little clip. I take the hair out, cut it in half, and that's how I use it. And then I also have my little braiding rack, or yarn rack rather, right here. I got this off of Amazon for like $15 or so. I think the same one is available, but I just sit it on top of a table. And as you can see, this is like about the thickness, the width of like the pieces of hair. And I do about like
4 pieces of hair. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did for these braids and I can't remember for the life of me right now. So I'm just gonna fill up my braiding hair rack. If you're looking for like a full tutorial on these braids, go back. I already have one live on my channel for these set of braids. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll show you my braiding rack when it's full, and then we're gonna talk about bundle hair in a second, okay? Okay, so now that I have got my hair rack, I'm really scared to pick it up and show you guys, because if I drop this, I will cry. But all the hair is on there. Now let's talk about our boho hair. So when I first did these braids, I told you guys in a vlog and in my tutorial that I was using a new type of hair. It was from the brand, YG Wigs. Oh my gosh, okay. Forgot about this. Basically, I didn't like it. It wasn't that great of a hair. So I'm going back to my Amazon hair, but I forgot. I don't know if you guys can see. They don't like weft it fully, but they just do a little something. So I have to go in and take this off. Hold please. Actually, the way this is done, I'm thinking I might keep this in here a little bit because it kind of makes it easy to like separate the hair out. So yeah, I'm not gonna take it out fully. Crisis averted. Anyways, so like I was telling you guys, I don't really like the YG Wigs hair, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, it lost its curl really quickly and it kind of looks dry like as the days go on. And I didn't like that. I'm like, if I'm paying for this hair and it was like $80 a bundle, I need you to stay nice looking for a little while. Sorry, I'm trying to situate what's in front of me. At a certain point, it just started going bone straight, and the only way it would curl up again is if I wet it. Again, that might be fine for you, but me personally, I'm just feeling like if I'm paying $80 for a bundle of hair, if it's gonna act like this, I might as well just get Amazon hair, which is what I'm using right now. I'll link this hair down below. This is the hair that I've used like over and over again. You guys have seen me use. So I just went back to this. I had already ordered this the first time I did my hair, but I decided to try that YG Wigs hair. So, you know, it's not terrible hair. The one thing I will say is the YG Wigs hair is super thick all the way down to the ends, whereas this hair does kind of thin out at the ends. So I am gonna have to use, I feel like, bigger chunks of hair so that all of the hair thickness matches, because I still have like almost a whole head of the YG Wigs. I also can't find my jam. Like, I'm just losing so many things. So I'm just gonna be using the Fenty hair controlling type edge control. Again, I don't put any product on the base of my scalp or anything like that. I put a little bit of hair product on the base of my braid. So the hair itself, okay? So you saw me dip the hair. So now we're about to lay down this top part. I need my spray bottle. Hold on. I gotta get my phone. I got y'all going, vlog camera going, and I need to get this camera going, but my content phone died. So take our spray bottle, it's just water in here, and this is gonna help lay down the hair. And then you're gonna take a mousse, whichever one you want. This one is the Heritage by Mindy Have It All Curl Enhancing Foam. I know it says curl, but it really does work. Before I even do that, I need to put all my serums on my scalp. So I'm using the Rudis today. This is the Bio Brew. I'm gonna spray this all over like my scalp mostly. Then we're gonna do the Sacred drops. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of this oil from Guerlain. I haven't used it all up yet. I'm about halfway through. Some of these steps are also a part of our 4-week hair challenge, which if you are not on the hair challenge, you might want to check down below in the description. I'll have it linked. Some of y'all got it when I told you to get it, because then I tell you. And then I'm using the Kristen S. The One Signature hair perfume, just to make sure our hair stays smelling nice. And when it's wet is when it's easiest to like lock in that scent. Now we can take our curl enhancing foam from Heritage. Doesn't need to be a lot of this. I really only use 3 pumps of it, but it says curl enhancing, but it does work to lay everything down as well. I've used this last summer and I've been using it this summer too, switching it off from the Mazzani foam. So a drugstore option, our Heritage has never failed us. Not a lot. And I have never had this one feel sticky either. Sometimes that happens with different foams. So after you smooth that down, you want to put your scarf on so that it can marinate like that and lay flatter. So I'm just going to put whatever kind of silky scarf you can put on. And you're going to leave this like this until it dries. You can blow dry it if you want, or you could just let it air dry. I'm just about to let it air dry because I'm not about to film anything else tonight. I don't know if my hair is fully, if it feels like 85% dry. It's probably still a little wet, but I'm tired of having this on my ears. Now as you can see, I have it tied a little differently. If you're like me and you cannot stand hair being on your ears, just put it underneath. And by it, I mean the scarf, like tie it underneath instead of tying it on top of the hair. So let's take it off. Where's my phone so I can catch this on camera? Flat as can be. Ooh, the ends are still a little wet, but and we have a fresh set of braids. Don't it look like it? All the products I use, I will have them linked down below in the description, so make sure you check that out if you are curious about anything. Also, don't forget we have the 4-week hair challenge, which I'm doing right now, which is how I make my hair look so good come silk press season. And also the braids guide, the knotless braids guide. If you're really trying to learn how to do the style yourself, you should get that because it shows you literally everything I do step by step. All the things I learned the hard way, I'm breaking them down for y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Where's the remote? Girl, where's the remote? I'm not kidding.